is Tanny, and I won't be silenced anymore. I have experienced racism, anti-Asian bigotry, and xenophobia most of my life. But it wasn't until COVID-19 and the insistence on leadership calling it the China virus that I experienced a blatant attack because of my face. It was February 1st, 2020. My friend and I were heading home from downtown LA on the Gold Line. It was an ordinary night, except for the looming fears of the coronavirus. We were just two Angelenos amongst other Angelenos heading home. A man entered the subway, and then he started saying something about Chinese people. And at that time, it didn't occur to me that he was speaking about anyone specific on the train. Then I realized that I was the only Asian American on board. The man gestured his body in my direction, and he used derogatory language about Chinese people. I don't want to repeat all of the vulgarities he used, but he said that every disease has come from China, and everything comes from China because they're fucking disgusting. That ordinary Saturday night turned into a nightmare. After about 10 minutes of expletives and ranting, I looked around the train for an ally. Every single man averted my eyes. I felt alone, and I wondered if those men believed that I was deserving of the assault. If they also thought that I was dirty and I brought the coronavirus in. However, the saving grace of that moment was a young Black woman who stood in solidarity with me. By making eye contact with me, she acknowledged that the attack was happening. She gave me a smile, and that gave me comfort. Not knowing what he was going to do to me next, I took my phone out of my purse and pressed record. I thought if he was going to physically assault me, that at least I have evidence to show. That night changed my life because I lost my freedom as an American. I no longer feel safe in my own neighborhood. I no longer feel safe taking the train. I constantly worry about my sister, my mom, my aunt, my friends. And I feel limited where I can go. I am exhausted from the rage that I feel every single day. Not at the man who said such ugly words to me, but at this system that thrives by pitting our communities against each other, that tells us that we're not good enough, and that strips us of our dignity by constantly stripping us of our humanity. Even though I was on the receiving end of xenophobic words, there were really two victims on that train that night. It's taken me some time to process everything that happened, but if that man on the train were here today, I'd share this letter I've written to him. Dear fellow Angelino, I'm writing this letter to you to let you know that I don't fault you for the ugly words you said to me. We were just two people heading home on a Saturday night on the same Gold Line. It never crossed my mind that my night would end up with me posting a video of you verbally attacking me. I never thought that my Asian face could be the cause of so much hurt in another human being. In those 15 minutes, as I was observing you, I wondered if the words you used to hurt me were the same ones that were used to hurt you. I saw the pain that overtook you and understood, because it is the same pain that I see in all of us who have been dismissed, underestimated, oppressed, and abused by a system that denies our human dignity. I can't assume what your life must be like, but from the LA Kings t-shirt you were wearing that night, I know that you're a true Angelino. And for me, that's enough to tell me that we have more in common than what sets us apart. I write this letter to you so that if we ever meet on the gold line again, that you won't fear me and maybe even say hello. With loving kindness, Tanny.